He was betrayed, and the streets are still talking about it. What really went down between King Von and Lil Durk? Fans are shocked, emotions ran high. And the story behind that jailhouse message has everyone questioning who was really loyal. Today, we're diving into a twisted tale of loyalty, rivalry, and heartbreak, something you won't hear anywhere else. It all started with a message, one that was never meant to leak. One that shattered trust and left fans scratching their heads. You've probably seen the posts, the screenshots, and the rumors flying across social media. But the truth? The real story is darker, juicier, and more shocking than anything the tabloids have dared to report. Imagine this: King Von, locked up, reaching out to someone he trusted with his life. But what if that message didn't reach the right hands? What if the very people he counted on turned against him? That's where things take a twisted turn. Lil Durk, the brother, the mentor, the man who had his back, was he really in on it? Or was he blindsided just like everyone else? The lines of loyalty blurred, secrets spilled, and suddenly, a brotherhood that fans idolized was thrown into chaos. And it's not just about Von and Durk. The family was left divided. Friends were caught in the crossfire, and social media exploded with theories that seemed too wild to be true. Some say it was betrayal. Others whisper about manipulation and hidden agendas that go deeper than anyone imagined. Tonight, we're peeling back the layers. We're talking about the confrontations, the hidden conversations, and yes, the messages that changed everything. By the end of this story, you're going to question everything you thought you knew about loyalty, fame, and the price of trust in the rap game. Buckle up, because this one is going to sting. The streets were talking, and the chatter wasn't good. It all started late one night when King Von, sitting in his cell, pulled out his phone and started typing a message that would change everything. Fans thought it was just another routine shout-out or a late-night reflection, but this one was different. There was anger, there was fear, and, most importantly, there was betrayal. "You really gonna do me like this?" Von typed, fingers trembling, voice cracking in the note he recorded to himself before sending. "I trusted you, bro. I put my life on the line, and now it's all smoke in my face." Little did Von know, the message was intercepted. Somehow, through channels no one could explain, it leaked, leaving Lil Durk, his so-called brother and mentor, blindsided. Fans were shocked. Social media erupted. Screenshots of Von's raw words were circulating faster than any diss track could ever drop. Emotions ran high, and suddenly, the picture-perfect image of Chicago rap loyalty was cracking right before their eyes. Inside Von's circle, whispers turned into heated arguments. His closest friends, people he had grown up with since O-Block days, were divided. Some believed the message was a cry for help, a warning about hidden enemies. Others thought it was a personal vendetta aimed at Lil Durk. "I don't get it, bro," one of Von's closest friends, Tony, muttered, pacing in the tiny cell block. Von wouldn't say stuff like this unless he knew something was really up. You feel me? He trusted Durk. Durk been riding for him since day one. And now, this. It don't add up. Tony wasn't alone. Within hours, Von's family got wind of the message. His cousin, a woman named Monique, called him in tears. "Von, what is this I'm seeing? Is Durk really involved?" she demanded, voice cracking, the pain raw enough to make even hardened guards pause. Von's eyes burned with frustration as he whispered back, "I don't know, Monique. I just can't trust anyone right now." Meanwhile, Lil Durk was hearing the rumors too, and the news hit him like a freight train. He had been out in LA working on his next album, completely unaware that the streets of Chicago were exploding with allegations of betrayal. What the hell is going on? Durk muttered to his manager, eyes wide. Von wouldn't. He wouldn't put me in a position like this. Who leaked this? The manager shook his head, equally concerned. I don't know, bro. But people are talking. Fans are shook. The feeds are blowing up. You gotta handle this before it blows up bigger than your last tour. But it wasn't just about social media drama. The tension was real. Emotions were running wild and tempers flared. Von's friends started pointing fingers. Some accused certain people in Lil Durk's camp of orchestrating the leak to create friction between the two. Others whispered about rival crews taking advantage of the situation, trying to turn brother against brother. I told y'all not to trust everyone. Another friend shouted during a late-night phone call. This ain't just rap beef no more. This is real life, and Von is in the middle of it. The plot thickened when a mysterious voice entered the mix. A leaked voicemail, allegedly from an unknown insider, suggested that Durk may have had knowledge of the message before it surfaced publicly. The streets went wild. Fans were divided. Some defended Durk, saying he would never betray Von, while others questioned everything, pointing to the evidence that seemed almost too damning to ignore. As the storm raged online, Von's family was left divided. His mother, Claudette, refused to believe that Durk could be involved. Von always said he could trust Durk. That's family. I'm not gonna let some rumor tear that apart, she told a close friend over the phone, her voice firm but tinged with worry. But his cousin Monique wasn't so sure. Mom, you're blinded by loyalty. Look at the evidence. The message, the timing. Something is off. Something's rotten in this whole situation, she snapped, pacing the living room as tears streamed down her face. And then came the most shocking twist yet. One night, while reviewing footage from outside the jail, Von's crew noticed something strange. A car had been lingering around the block for hours, faces covered, license plate partially obscured. Whoever was behind it was watching, waiting, and possibly pulling strings in the background. Tony, who was still close to Von, leaned in close, voice low and urgent. This ain't just words on a screen no more, bro. Someone out there is trying to get to Von. And maybe they're using Durk as a pawn without him even knowing. Durk, hearing rumors of the surveillance and potential threats, went into overdrive. He started reaching out to mutual friends, trying to piece together what really happened. If Von's in danger, I need to know. And if someone's playing games, we're going to expose them, Durk said. A mix of anger and worry in his voice. The drama hit social media like wildfire. Fans created threads, speculated endlessly, and even started digging through old interviews and posts for hidden clues. The message had become more than just a jail note, was now a symbol of mistrust, betrayal, and the fragility of relationships in the rap world. And while everyone else was speculating, Von himself was spiraling. He started questioning everyone around him, replaying every interaction with Durk in his mind. Did he really know? Was this his plan all along? He muttered to himself during one late-night call, staring at the ceiling. His tone wasn't just frustration, it was pain, heartbreak, and disbelief all rolled into one. But just when things seemed like they couldn't get more complicated, a bombshell dropped. A private chat between two of Durk's associates leaked online, containing cryptic messages like, "He trusts too much," and "Watch the family ties crumble." Fans went berserk. Could it be that someone in Durk's inner circle was intentionally stoking the fire? Or worse, was Durk aware and keeping it from Von? Fans online were glued to every leaked snippet of this conversation. Everyone speculated. Was Durk telling the truth, or was he just covering his tracks? The suspense was unbearable, the tension palpable, and the street chatter relentless. And just when it seemed like the confrontation might bring clarity, another twist emerged. Someone claiming to be a former insider from Von's crew surfaced online, posting a video with the words, "Not everything is as it seems." King Von's message wasn't for Durk, it was for someone else entirely. But the wrong people got it. The internet exploded. Fans were shocked, theories multiplied, and the drama reached new heights. Who was the real target? Who had manipulated the message to make it look like a betrayal? And how deep did the rabbit hole really go? By now, Von was trapped in a whirlwind of paranoia, anger, and heartbreak. Durk was trying to hold on to the brotherhood they had built, but even he knew the damage might already be done. And the family. They were left divided, watching as social media debates turned into real-life confrontations. One thing is clear: the streets are never quiet. Loyalty is fragile, and in the world of King Von and Lil Durk, trust can vanish in an instant. And while the fans wait for answers, one thing remains certain. The twisted story behind that jail message is far from over. The tension in Chicago was suffocating. Fans weren't just speculating online anymore. They were waiting for the next leak, the next clip, the next text that would unravel the truth behind King Von's infamous jail message. And Von? He was on edge, pacing his cell like a predator. Every knock, every shadow, every rumor made him flinch. His trust had been shaken to the core, and even Lil Durk's reassurances weren't enough to calm the storm raging inside him. Durk, something's wrong. I can feel it, Von muttered during a late-night phone call with his cousin Monique. People I thought had my back. They're talking behind my back. And this message, it's like a bomb in my hands, ready to blow up everything I built. Monique, her voice trembling with equal parts fear and frustration, replied, Von, you gotta be careful. The streets are watching. Your family. We're divided. Some of us want to believe you, but others, they're scared. They don't know what to think. Nobody does. Meanwhile, Durk was digging. He wasn't the type to sit back and let rumors control the narrative. He had contacts in the streets, in the studio, in Chicago's shadowy corners, all feeding him pieces of the puzzle. And what he found was chilling. Someone close to Von's camps, someone he had trusted, was allegedly in contact with a rival crew, feeding them information. Not only that, but the timing of the jail message leak wasn't random. It coincided suspiciously with Durk's absence in LA, creating a perfect storm for chaos. Durk confronted one of his associates late at night. Who's behind this? I need names, now. Von's life, our reputations, everything could be on the line. The associate hesitated, sweat beading on his forehead. I don't know everything, Durk, but there's a video, man. A recording. Someone caught Von talking to a friend about people he didn't trust, and it's been circulating. Durk's eyes narrowed. A recording. Where is it? On social media, leaked. Fans are watching, and it's spreading fast, the associate whispered, and spread it did. Within hours, clips of Von, clearly stressed and emotional, talking about betrayal in hushed tones, had gone viral. I don't know who I can trust anymore. Even some people I've known my whole life, Von said in the recording, tears barely visible. The caption on social media screamed, Von exposes the real betrayers. Fans were in chaos. Comments flooded in half mourning, half theorizing. The streets were alive with conspiracy theories, and the tension, palpable. But Von wasn't done. He began suspecting even Lil Durk, the one person who had always had his back. Every small gesture from Durk now seemed calculated, every late response suspicious. His paranoia was fueled by whispers in the cell block, people claiming that Durk's team was playing both sides, trying to control the narrative and maybe even using Von's own message against him. Durk, you gotta tell me something, Von demanded during a rare phone call. Are you really clean in this? Or am I being played? Durk's voice dropped, firm but pleading. Von, I swear on everything we built. I ain't playing you. Someone's trying to pit us against each other. I got your back, bro. I'm telling you straight. Von, though, was torn. I want to believe you, but everything I see. It's like the world turned against me overnight. My family split, my friends are pointing fingers. And social media. Forget about it. They're eating this up like it's the biggest drama of the year. The drama escalated when an anonymous source leaked what they claimed was a secret jail diary. In it, Von allegedly detailed everyone he suspected of betrayal. Naming names, outlining fears, and hinting at a hidden enemy within Durk's camp. Fans went berserk. Hashtags like #VonExposes DURK and #betrayal and she started trending worldwide. People were sharing theories, dissecting every word. And the narrative of brotherhood was crumbling. The family drama reached fever pitch. Von's mother, Claudette, tried to mediate. Enough. She screamed during a tense Zoom call with Von's closest friends. This fighting, this suspicion, tearing us apart. Von, you have to calm down. Monique, stop accusing everyone. This isn't helping anyone. But Monique wasn't backing down. Mom, you're blind. There's proof. Look at the timeline, the messages, the leaks. Someone is manipulating Von, and if we don't figure it out, he could get hurt or worse. And worse wasn't just a possibility, was a looming reality. Late one night, Von's cellmate whispered something chilling. Bro, someone's out there. People outside are talking. They know what's going on in here, and they ain't playing. Von's heart sank. He realized the stakes were higher than he imagined. Not just rumors, not just family drama, someone was actively trying to destabilize him. And maybe, just maybe. The plan was to make him look like he had no one. The turning point came when Durk decided to bring in a mediator, a mutual friend from their early O-Block days, who had been close to both of them but stayed neutral. They met in a deserted parking lot late at night, cameras hidden, tension thick in the air. The mediator looked at Von first. Von, you have to calm down. Look, Durk's telling you the truth. There's a lot of noise, a lot of distractions, but you can't let this break you. Von shook his head, fury and pain battling inside him. It's easy for you to say. You weren't there when the messages leaked. You don't know what it feels like to have someone you trusted potentially stab you in the back. Durk stepped forward, voice low but firm. Von, I know how it looks, but I swear on everything we've been through, I ain't the one playing games. Someone's manipulating this whole situation. We need to find the truth, together. But the mediator had news that shook both of them. There's a recording. Not the one people are talking about online. A real one. Von, it's not just about loyalty or betrayal. There's something bigger here. Someone's orchestrating the leaks to frame both of you. It's bigger than the message, bigger than the streets. This is a power play. The revelation stunned them. The streets had been feeding the fire. The leaks had been fanning the flames. And now it became clear Von and Durk weren't just victims of betrayal. They were pieces on someone else's chessboard, back in his cell. Von replayed the original message in his mind. I trusted you. I put my life on the line. He whispered to himself, shaking. And for the first time, he realized the truth. It wasn't just about who he trusted. It was about who controlled the narrative, who pulled the strings, and who wanted chaos to reign in the rap world of Chicago. Fans online were eating up every second of the drama. The hashtags exploded, debates raged, and theories became wilder. He picked up his phone again, scrolling through messages from his closest friends. But now, even familiar names felt like potential threats. He hesitated, thumb hovering over the send button, unsure if he should confront someone or lay low. The paranoia was suffocating. Meanwhile, outside, Lil Durk was putting pieces together. He had called in reinforcements, longtime friends, old associates, people with eyes and ears on every corner. "We need to find the source," Durk said firmly, pacing in his studio. "Someone's manipulating Vaughn. And if we don't stop it, everything we've built, everything he's worked for, it's gone." But before they could act, a new leak hit this one, even more explosive. A video surfaced showing a heated argument between Vaughn and one of his trusted crew members. The argument was raw, intense, full of accusations. "You knew something," Vaughn shouted, fists clenched. "You were working with them, weren't you?" The crew member, visibly shaking, defended himself. "Vaughn, I swear, I didn't do anything. Someone's framing me. I didn't touch your message. I didn't leak nothing." Fans were in a frenzy. The clip went viral within hours. Comments exploded. "Vaughn's losing it. Who's really behind this? Durk better step in before this turns violent." Emotions ran high, and the streets were watching, waiting for the next move. Inside Vaughn's family home, chaos mirrored the streets. His mother, Claudette, was trying to mediate between his friends and cousins, but her authority was slipping. Monique, fueled by fear and frustration, was relentless. "We can't sit back and pretend this is just drama," she yelled, slamming her hands on the table. "Somebody is trying to take Vaughn down on. If we don't act, he's done for." The family division was reaching a tipping point. Some believed Durk's loyalty, others doubted him. And some were caught in the middle, terrified that one wrong move could explode into real violence. And then, in the middle of the storm, Vaughn received a mysterious text. No number, no name. Just a simple message: "Meet me. I have answers, but come alone." Vaughn's heart raced. Could this be the source of the leaks? Could this finally reveal who had been manipulating him all along? Or was it another trap designed to make him look foolish? He debated with himself for hours. Meanwhile, Durk got wind of the text and insisted on being involved. "Vaughn, don't go alone. You don't know who this is. It could be anyone," he said, voice tense. But Vaughn, driven by a mix of fear, rage, and the desperate need for answers, refused. "Durk, I need to do this alone. If this is the truth, I need to see it for myself." The meeting was set in an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of Chicago. Vaughn arrived, hood up, heart pounding. Shadows danced across the cracked walls as he stepped inside. A figure emerged from the darkness, face obscured. "You're finally here," the figure said, voice low and distorted. "I've been waiting. I knew you'd come." Vaughn's fists clenched. "Who are you? What do you want?" The figure took a step closer, and Vaughn could see just enough familiarity in the eyes, but twisted by something Vaughn couldn't place. "I'm the one who's been watching. The one who's been feeding the rumors, the leaks. I'm the one who's been testing your loyalty, your patience. And now, you finally understand. But it comes with a price." Vaughn's jaw tightened. "What price?" The figure smirked. "Trust. Everything you thought you knew. It's gone. And you'll have to decide who lives, who dies, and who walks away unscathed. Your friends, your family, Durk. They're all pieces in a bigger game, and only you can play it right." Back in Chicago, Durk was pacing, trying to track Vaughn's movements. He had an uneasy feeling, a gut instinct that told him Vaughn was walking straight into danger. "I can't let him do this alone," he muttered, dialing one of his closest allies. "Something's about to go down. Get eyes on him, now." Inside the warehouse, Vaughn's emotions were a whirlwind. Fear, anger, and determination collided. He demanded answers. "Who's behind this? Who's trying to destroy me?" The figure leaned back, arms crossed. "You think you know betrayal, Vaughn, but you haven't seen anything yet? This goes deeper than you, deeper than Durk, deeper than O'Block. The streets are just a stage, and you've been the puppet." Vaughn's head spun. He had been manipulated, his trust weaponized, his loyalty tested in ways he never imagined. And in that moment, every betrayal, every argument, every leaked message made sense. Von staggered backward, stunned. You? You did all of this. All the fights, all the rumors, all the leaks. You were behind it? The figure nodded slowly. Exactly. And you still have no idea why. Then, in a move that shocked both Von and Durk, the figure pulled out a phone, showing a series of messages, photos, and videos of Von's closest friends had been secretly colluding with a rival crew. Every smile, every handshake, every casual conversation Von had had in recent weeks now looked like part of a carefully orchestrated plan. Von's chest tightened, rage mixing with heartbreak. All this time, I thought I knew who my friends were, my own people. Working against me? Durk placed a steadying hand on Von's shoulder. I know it feels like the world's against you, Von, but that's why we have to stay sharp. We figure out the truth, we expose them, and we make sure this stops. No one controls us but us. The mysterious figure smirked. You can try. But the streets, the media, your fans, they've already seen enough to believe in chaos. By the time you think you've solved it, it'll have spread further, gone viral, and left everyone questioning you. That's the real power control over perception. Von's mind spun. The realization hit him. This wasn't just betrayal, it was psychological warfare. The jail message, the leaks, the viral videos, all carefully timed. All designed to make him doubt everything, everyone, even Durk. Then came the next twist. The figure revealed a shocking piece of evidence, a recorded conversation between Von and a member of his family, hinting that the family division might not have been accidental. See this? The figure said, tossing the phone onto the concrete. Your family was manipulated too. People you trust, people you love. They've been used as pawns to get to you. Von's heart sank. Claudette, Monique, even cousins he thought were loyal. Every relationship, every connection was now under suspicion. This can't be real. He muttered. Durk, eyes blazing, snatched the phone, scanning the messages. It's real. And whoever did this is smart. Too smart. But smart doesn't mean untouchable. Suddenly, the warehouse shook with movement from outside. Fans, reporters, and even street-level operatives had gotten wind of the location. Social media posts had revealed Von's location, and chaos was about to descend. The city was watching in real time. Von, we have to move. Now, Durk shouted. They're coming. This isn't just about leaks anymore. It's about survival. Von hesitated, torn between facing the mastermind and fleeing. But the figure, calm and calculating, spoke again. Run if you want. But know this, the truth isn't just in escaping. It's in confronting the betrayal head-on. And when you do, you'll see just how deep the rabbit hole goes. The tension reached a fever pitch as Von and Durk made their way through a hidden exit, shadows chasing them at every turn. Gunshots rang in the distance, tires screeched. And the echo of betrayal seemed to follow them like a dark cloud back in the city. Fans were glued to every update. Hashtags like #VonV's betrayal, #Durk to the rescue, and #ChicagoChaos exploded across platforms. Everyone had an opinion, everyone was theorizing, and every new clip added fuel to the viral fire. The drama was no longer confined to streets or social media. It had become a full-blown phenomenon, as Von and Durk navigated the maze of abandoned buildings and alleyways. They stumbled upon a shocking revelation. One of the shadowy figures trailing them was not a stranger, but someone Von thought was a loyal friend. You were part of this. Von yelled, betrayal cutting deeper than any street fight. The friend's expression was cold, almost indifferent. I didn't want to, Vaughn, but orders. Money, power. You know how it goes. You can't fight the streets without making deals. Vaughn's fists shook. Deals? Betrayal? You sold me out for what? Fame? Respect? Money? Durk stepped forward, fury blazing. You want to play that game? Fine, but you picked the wrong people to mess with. In a moment of pure chaos, the friend bolted and Vaughn and Durk gave chase. Tires screeched,